Are you new to building websites for your church and you would like to learn how to get more traffic to your church website? Let me show you 3 tips that you can use to grow your digital ministry. All right, so here we go. Digital ministry, building your church's online presence. You can transform your church's digital footprint with these essential strategies that turn online visitors into real community connections. Here we go. Build a strong digital home. The first thing you want to do is you want to build a website. Okay, I see many churches, they have strong social media, which is good, but you also want to have a website. Okay, why you want to have a website? Because social media is kind of like your fishing lines, right? Where you reach people, but then your website is how you bring them into the when you bring them into the net. It's like your home, your space on the internet. You want to have your own home space, so that's why you want to have a church website. Before you think about social media or ads, your church needs a place you can actually land, right? That people can actually land. You want a mobile friendly foundation, so you want to make sure your church website is mobile friendly, fast, and clear. You also want a clear call to action on your church website, such as plan your visit, uh, need prayer, or connect with us, or anything like that. Okay, so you want some kind of call to action and you want it to be clear. All right. Also, you want content strategy. So you start a blog or sermon recap section. This helps with SEO, so your church shows up when people Google church near me. And what you want to do is not only do you want to have a website, you also want to have a blog, because your blog, you could optimize every blog for a different keyword, such as church near me in Oakland, church near me in San Francisco, church near me in Los Angeles. So you could optimize each one of your blogs for a different keyword, which is powerful. Okay, so this positions your website as the front door of your online ministry. Okay, so number one, you want to have a church website. Let's go to number two. Be consistent on social media. Consistency beats perfection. You want to choose your platform. You want to pick one or two platforms that you already use, such as Instagram, TikTok, or YouTube. Don't try to spread out on too many different platforms, but you want to pick one or two platforms that you can be consistent on. And you want to share authentic content. You want to post short clips from sermons, even testimonies, or even behind the scene moments. So maybe you guys are setting up for a revival, a seminar, discipleship, an outreach event. You can film things behind the scene with the phone. You don't need fancy equipment if you don't have that just yet. Using a phone. Many phones today come with HD cameras, so you can do behind the scenes footage. You could even have testimonies of people in your church of how their life was, how God changed their life, and what God's doing in their life now. So that's powerful. And you could even do short sermon clips. Let me give you a tip on short sermon clips. What you do is you can film, right? So you're filming with your phone. And then what happens is when the crowd gets excited, you can put like a mark there. You can wave at the camera, right? And then so what happens when you're editing it, you go to that wave, and that's going to be your end point. So you want to end it where the crowd's getting excited, and you can go back as far as you want to start the clip, and then you make sure it ends when the crowd is getting excited. That's a pro tip. So okay, so you want to add real value, and then also what you want to do is you want to teach, inspire, and encourage instead of just announcing your church events. Okay, you don't want to use social media as an announcement bulletin board, but the way you're going to grow more visitors on your church social media is by inspiring, teaching, and giving valuable content. All right, so you want to think connection, not just promotion. And let's go to number three. You want to leverage online outreach tools. Don't just be online. Use tools that help people take the next step, such as email and text follow ups. You can use email or text follow ups. There's programs like Salesy, MailChimp, etc., for first time visitors. So, what do I mean by that? Someone comes to your website, you can give them a free guide if they give you their email, right? That's powerful. Now you have an email list. You can contact those people whenever you want. Digital invitations, you can encourage people to share digital invites for Sunday service. So you can encourage your congregation to share digital invites to their friends, family, and loved ones. You can create some kind of evangelism platform on your website, digital flyers, even share some of your latest social media posts. You can challenge your congregation to a share post day or something like that, which would be pretty cool. And do some giveaways, give some kind of incentives to the people that, share it, and somebody came to the church because of their share, but they have to mention their name, or you can get creative with it. So that's pretty cool. Also, local discovery. You want to optimize your Google business profile so locals can find you fast. So if you don't have a Google My Business profile, leverage that tool because it's free, and you can optimize your church for local search in your community, and then Google will list you when somebody types in, say, a church near me in Los Angeles. You can show up on the Google My Business profile, which is powerful. Okay. All right. So this helps turn clicks into connections. If you have any questions, go ahead and drop them in the comment section. I would love to assist where I can. Also, if this video has given you any value, don't forget to like, follow, share, subscribe, however you want to do it. The last thing I want to share with you is your digital ministry action plan. Start with your website, build your digital home first, mobile friendly, fast, and clear with a strong call to action. So we're going to recap. Okay. Number 2, build social consistently. Choose 1 to 2 platforms and focus on connection over promotion with valuable content. 3, use outreach tools. Implement follow-up systems and optimize for local discovery to turn online interest into real relationships. Remember, your digital presence should reflect the heart of your ministry, welcoming, authentic, and focused on building genuine connections. Once again, if this video has given you any value, don't forget to like, follow, share, and subscribe. Also, if you want a copy of this presentation, I'll put a link to the presentation in the description. God bless.